Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's another wonderful installment, is that what we call it, of Auctions Anonymous. So thank you for joining us. And guess what? It's Auctions Anonymous time. Somebody here's got subpoenaed.
All right, Conky, who was it? What'd you do? Just be honest.
Me?
Noreen will make out with you no matter what it was. Just be honest.
But that's not why Rob got subpoenaed.
Yeah, I got subpoenaed because I have to be a witness to public display of affections.
Woo!
Have you seen this man and this woman do unmentionable things? And
did it happen at McDonald's?
Where were you on the nights of
McDonald's
November 3rd at 8:30 p.m. at McDonald's?
I was enjoying a hot, fresh apple pie at McDonald's.
Why do I even come on here?
Because you got to go somewhere, Conky.
Conky, we're not making fun of you. We want the same thing in our lives.
Where's jealous?
We want McDonald's stories.
McDonald's stories?
To us, you're not just Conky, you're the king. You're the Conky king. Anybody who can get some loving at McDonald's.
That's where they came up with that slogan they had back in the 90s.
Just because that's what Conky used to say every time you go to McDonald's. Be like, I'm loving it.
I was in there one day. There were a bunch of suits walking around, and I said something. Next thing you know, they wrote something down and went storming out of the building. I don't know what it was.
I think it was have it your way.
No, that was... You haven't heard the Burger King stories yet. We're going to hold off on those for now.
Oh, that's why they give out the crowns now, the king crowns, because of Conky.
Is that it? Yeah.
So, Conky, have you ever been subpoenaed?
I don't believe I have. I've been subpoenaed to a deposition once.
You guys going to be at John Crook's trial tomorrow? 9 a.m. John Crook is on trial.
Is that his trial tomorrow?
He's violation of the civil protection order. So John Crook is in jail right now, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. They also are pressing charges for assault. He inappropriately felt up the thigh and crotch of Tyra, 18-year-old, and has been reported. And now they're pressing charges against him for that. And he has court with me tomorrow for violation of the civil protection order.
Well, he's going to be a busy boy.
Crook's got a lot on his plate right now.
Well, here's what to expect for his trial tomorrow. They're probably not going to bring up the other two things.
Well, we actually are bringing that up in the trial tomorrow.
So you'll be there?
Yeah, it's me against him. It's violation of the civil protection order.
Oh, okay, that one.
9 a.m. tomorrow.
So you were talking about his criminal trial for pulling the gun.
No, not that one yet.
Okay, I thought you were talking about
this is going to be like streamed or something. They're streaming to. You're going to be here in Ohio, and then he's going to be streaming from Florida prison or jail or holding cell, whatever it's a. What is he in?
Yes, he's in jail.
Well, there's probably a room he goes to. I'm sure he doesn't have streaming capabilities in his cell, but will he be wearing his orange jumpsuit or whatever prison garb?
Yep. And if we're lucky, his makeshift lawyer will be wearing something funny too. I don't know what's going to be funny, or Crook, or this dude. Like this dude is dumb. Like dumb.
Well, obviously he's representing Crook.
How many?
He thought he was going to get fame. All he's getting is shame.
So when you're talking about Crook's lawyer, you say he's dumb. How many U's between the U and the M you have to stuff in there to get?
You know what? I'm gonna have to contact Mary to add that math for me.
How many U's?
Like dumb.
Yeah, it's probably a lot. More than he could spell. Oh my gosh, dude!
Guy operates with a PO box because he doesn't have an office. He doesn't have a team, which nobody hires him. And all he did at Lionel, well, this will be released later, but
Weird.
all he did for Lionel, he thought he was going to get famous, going to get YouTube famous, was going to get fame, and all he did and all he's going to get is made fun of and have shame. He is dumb.
So there was a question: does he have a lawyer or a public? Well, a public defender is a lawyer, but this is not the public defender. This is like a YouTube guy that.
We're talking about a YouTube lawyer who thinks he's going to be famous,
and he really is a lawyer.
He'll ever be famous is even incriminating Lynette. George and I literally, after last month's trial with Lynette, we literally went, "Holy cow! He is all in favor of us. He's doing our job for us better than we can." Like, that's how bad he was.
And he's actually passed the bar, and he's registered to represent in Ohio or Florida or
Ohio.
So he's an Ohio attorney?
Yep. Huh. Remember, civil protection orders are out of Ohio. Ohio carries jurisdiction all over the United States of America. The heart of it all, baby. Ohio.
So, Jeremy, have you ever been subpoenaed?
Yeah, a lot.
Subpoenaed. What's the proper terminology there?
Well, subpoena.
Yeah. So
I know I was like in there somewhere.
I was trying to think about it for a second. I'm like, okay, where can I go with this? That's
There's a lot of places you can go. I don't know if you ever come back though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, so I got subpoenaed, so I got to go to wonderful court coming up here a few Mondays from now.
You get subpoenaed from Judge Craig DeThomasis in Florida? Did he actually get a subpoena to Ohio? The Bermuda Triangle of the United States?
They want me to talk about the mayor. Of Tubetown.
Baby.
Population 1, baby.
And they want to know how, how he's treating the people of Tubetown. Well, there's population of 1, so I don't know.
They're all getting along great.
I think the mayor's trying to get the mayor out. The mayor gets the mayor. Yes, I
wish we could get a McDonald's over at Tubetown. That would change things up. A little fast food, maybe a pizza place.
Maybe a.
I was thinking like an axe throwing thing or something. Archery.
Well, we could do that. Yeah, that's not a problem. But
no, I don't think weapons would be good by Tubetown. I think that would be you don't want to put weapons close to Tubetown.
Do they really consider a bow and arrow a weapon?
I would. If someone's pointing it at me, I would say, yeah, it's a weapon.
If it's in my hands.
Where'd Rob go?
It says my browser. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I just can't see you.
It says your browser has lost connection to your camera. Make sure you have the right camera selected and close any other application that might be using it. The camera button and try again. Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to try again. I'll be back.
He's just
I'm just a circle.
A circle
Maybe I'm back.
Generic.
He's the auctioneer extraordinaire, and I'm just the auctioneer in underwear.
Auctioneer in underwear. So are you officially an auctioneer now?
Conky. Oh, Conky. Conky, there's roughly 2,700 auctioneers in the state of Ohio. It's a very closed group. I could tell you, but then we'd have to sell you.
Okay. Well, it'll eventually come out.
Conky,
how many auctioneers are there?
What else do you need? 2,700.
2,700 auctioneers here. What are you going to do now? Only 235 thumbs up. Come on, people, smash that. Help out the channel. So I'm one of the 2,700, or how many did you say again? 2,000 what?
2,700, and I don't know if Conky knew this. He probably did, but Northeast Ohio is the auction capital of our nation. More auctions happen up here in Northeast Ohio than anywhere else in the United States.
Thank you. You're welcome. Second Sense, you're welcome. Helping out the cause. Auctions every week, sometimes two.
Sometimes more.
Sometimes more. So yeah, I try to help out the cause doing the auctions, and what are you gonna do? So it's a weird world, the auction world, because there's so many different types of auctions. And I met so many different types of auctioneers. Like some auctioneers, the only thing they do is auction off livestock. That's it.
And some wear underwear.
Does that mean some don't?
It's my new professional title right there.
Auctioneer and underwear.
It's going on my business card.
Well, it's better than auctioneer and no underwear, I guess. Yeah.
Which brings me to my question: if there are auctioneers that wear underwear, are there auctioneers that don't? And I don't even know why I'm asking, because I don't want to.
Conky, you've got one on the screen already.
I wear underwear. I don't. Second Sense, man.
We all knew about your split personality, Rob.
Oh, sorry.
They don't call them Second Sense for nothing.
Nothing. Speaking of which, yesterday's
What's this
video
about the subpoena?
Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about the subpoena in 1 minute. But yesterday's video was the Hoarder Hot Wheel guy's video, and I mean, they've already cataloged. Well, I think they're at like almost 10,000 Hot Wheels cataloged so far. And I'm looking at Hot Wheels I still got left that we haven't even cataloged yet. And then I think how many Hot Wheels is still at the guy's house. And
Wow.
I'm like,
Be a lot of Hot Wheels.
I mean, Conky, there's so many Hot Wheels. And there's got to be some good ones in there. Hey, Rob, I didn't get the whole video of cleaning the garage out and getting all the Hot Wheels cars, so you would put a price at, like, how would you get paid? Just thought I could ask. Well, how I'm getting... So I started helping the guy clean out the garage. I'm going to sell the Hot Wheels at a percentage and some other items at a percentage. And I'm probably doing more work than should. And Hot Wheels, they have value, but they're not like huge value. I mean, there's some, but these are mostly 90s and 2000 Hot Wheels. Most of them are probably worth $1 to $2 a piece, if you're lucky.
Yeah. How many has Conky bought so far?
None, because the first auction is going to be next Saturday. Next Saturday, we're going to have, I think, about 12,000 Hot Wheels in that auction.
I'm going to have to keep an eye on that.
So,
Conky, you're going to be busy watching that one, man.
gotta buy some. Conky's got to buy something, I'm sure.
I'm going to have to buy something just to say I bought something.
And it's definitely the largest, because people are asking me, is this the largest collection have you ever seen? And I said, new cars, yes. But when Conky and I went to see that guy's car collection, I mean, we didn't even see all the cars, but I don't know how many cars were there, but it's possible he had 30,000. Uh-oh.
Well, we can hear you, but you're frozen up again.
Yeah, my computer's being weird today, huh?
Weird.
Very weird.
But you guys going to
now,
Sherry?
just like completely, you can't even see me.
You guys going to Sherry's auction on Saturday?
I always thought that was kind of a waste of time. But doesn't she load up her units and go through them?
I don't know. For some reason, she's contacting me saying, "Hey, I want to talk to you." There was a lawsuit that involved somebody else, and
oh, Sherry called you. Okay.
I just figured. I figured I'm going.
Yeah, but how are you going to? Well, you're good at this sort of thing, but I mean, you never know when she's going to set something up.
So strange. This is my new laptop too.
It's brand new.
Brand new.
Rob said he's going to Sherry's auction.
Hey, what are you going to give her now? Me and Rob Anderson going to go back and forth. Hey, what do you say? I was hacked. That's right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
This isn't even Rob. This is AI Rob. I mean, look, I don't even got a Second Sense shirt on. Who is this?
You
But
see
right
his
there-
AI. You see his AI invisible wife behind him.
See what it says right there, Conky?
Surf Crew.
Orange Beach.
I couldn't read the Orange Beach, but I saw the Surf Crew.
Yep. Oh, hold on. This would be better for you, Conky.
Where is Orange Beach?
Oh. Can you see it now?
Nice shirt.
Orange Beach is in Alabama.
Alabama, baby.
Now, listen. I would never gone to Alabama. If someone said, hey, go to Alabama. No offense to anyone that lives in Alabama, just not in one of those places I would say, hey, I want to go to Alabama. Orange Beach. Man, I shouldn't say this because I'm going to ruin it. Orange Beach is the hidden gem. Hidden gem. Sugar white sand beaches.
White sand?
White. Sugar white sand. You can walk on it. It was 95 degrees. We're walking across it barefoot. You know, like sand up here, 90-some degrees, your feet burning because it's brown.
Your feet burn.
Burn. Walk across the sand. Sugar white. We jump on a boat. We're in Florida in like 15 minutes. Hang out over in Florida. We went to Pirates Cove in Florida. Hanging out over there. So it was unbelievable. So, I mean, you're like, great little area.
Wow.
So I went there, and then I went to Mammoth Caves, and then went horseback riding.
How'd you like Mammoth Caves?
Well, I haven't been there since I was a kid. And since I was a kid, they discovered over 300 more miles of cave.
Wow.
So now there's 460 some miles of cave total that they know about. They're still discovering more, and it's the largest cave system in the world. But we went on a 4-hour trip. I mean, yeah, it's definitely commercialized and stuff like that. You're taking a big tour with a group of people. But to see this hidden wonder of the world, and then, you know, the cave is what, 51, 53 degrees all the time. So it was nice. It was like 90-some degrees out there. It was nice going through the cave, and the kids really enjoyed it. And there are some parts, though, I mean, you're like squeezing through like this.
What was it called? Fat Man's Misery?
There would have been some spots in there for sure. I think it might have been called that. I don't know.
Yeah, all those spots. So Spelunk Cavers, they name all those. So the cave system is a roadmap, and there's locations, especially in a cave. Locations let you know where you're at. So like Fat Man's Misery, I'm pretty sure Fat Man's Misery is in Mammoth Cave. I was being serious.
No, it sounds correct. Because there's definitely would be some.
So there's 400 and some miles. Did you say 400 miles of caves?
Over 400 miles.
So they can't all be explored in. I mean, you couldn't explore that in a week.
No, they have different tours. The longest tour is a 6-hour tour, Conky.
I want to go on a 3-hour tour.
Yeah.
Conky, I'll take you in a cave, man. Dragon's Head, Dragon's Tail.
We've gone to caves.
Earth Canal. Devil's Pinch. Remember, everybody knows the Devil's Pinch. Everything is named. The Fat Man's Misery. It's not body shaming or anything like that. It is so. That's what it's called. Fat Man's Misery. That particular spot in the cave. And so you guys have seen Devil's Pinch, all of that. I'll take Conky.
My luck, I would get stuck in Devil's Pinch.
You would. Conky, I love you, but you ain't getting through Devil's Pinch.
I'm telling you.
It's the hair. It's too lush.
I'd never get my head in there because of the hair.
It's too lush, Conky. You got too much volume.
I can lose all the weight I want to unless I get a haircut. I'm not going through there.
Well, when we were going through the cave, all of a sudden, this little tiny hole, this guy pops out, and then, you know, they keep popping out of the hole, and they're like the guys you pay the extra. They have like the light hats on, and you climb through and go through like little tiny spaces, Conky. And the hole they were coming out of, like the one guy's like, I can't do it. And they finally got him out, and then we all start clapping. And they're like, you don't mind you have an audience, do you?
Huh.
Oh, man. So let me see. Where's my subpoena here? Let me pull this up real quick here.
George has actually gone through the Devil's Pinch 2 times, and she has a lot of fear. She's afraid of a lot of things. You know,
So it says
not so much. heights, but I can't believe she did it.
I can understand how people would be afraid of. There's a lot of things like a lot of people are like, oh, I wouldn't want to go in a cave because of claustrophobia, things like that, fear of getting trapped. But like Mammoth Cave, a lot of the cave, it's so mammoth, okay? But there's parts, it's probably like 50, 60, 70 feet up in the air. And it's kind of cool. You get to see parts like people have been touring the cave before the Civil War. And they have parts where North and Southern troops both went there on the same day during the Civil War to get a break from it all. And they put down their arms and they went on the tour together. Even though they were fighting each other, they went and took a break. And that's how crazy people couldn't even think about that today. But they actually laid down their arms and they both went on the tour and they were North and South fighting each other. But they're like, hey, you know what? Today we're our day off. We're just going to enjoy life.
Let's go to the cave and hang out, guys.
Yeah. It's just, so they even have, it was just one of those weird things about the cave. There's a lot of cool things about the cave. That's for sure. But there's all kind of other caves over there. So thank you, Black Widow. Thank you, Bonnie. So now this says I'm getting common pleas court subpoena.
Woo! I like it already.
It says the state of Ohio versus the plaintiff versus this guy. Last name is Davis. I am hereby required to appear before the judge in Medina County Common Pleas Court to testify as a witness in the above caption case on behalf of the state of Ohio on Monday. And I'm not going to say which Monday, but we only have a bunch of people showing up. So this all stems from actually when I got one of my storage units stolen.
They got him.
They busted the guy. And this is the guy that actually went to the facility. I thought it was an inside job. I guess it wasn't. Everyone thought it was an inside job. Most people, 95% of people that watched the video said it was an inside job. Which this guy still could be an inside job somehow. Or he might know someone that used to work there. Long story short, they busted the guy. I got to go to court. And I don't know what's going to happen. I never had this happen before. I don't know if they've recovered anything. Do I get an opportunity to get the stuff that they've recovered? I don't know.
Wow, that's a good question.
Really, that's what I want. I would like to get there was a bunch of old baseball cards and other collectibles in there that he stole out of the storage unit. And the stuff he left was great, so I want to know what it was he took.
Well, and the thing you might have to get used to is they won't necessarily be asking him questions about what he did with his stuff. All they have to do is establish that he took it in the first place. Unless they think the value's over, what is it, $1,000 now, or?
Oh yeah, the value be way over that.
Okay, well then they may ask him what he did with it, but.
Well, supposedly when I spoke with the officer, they busted him, and he said that there was, items is how they traced it back to him. So I'm assuming that there are some items recovered. Now, I don't know what items are recovered, and do I have any right to those items or what? I don't know. Any of you guys have any answers on that?
Well, are you the only witness they're subpoenaing?
I don't know. I guess I'll have to look up the court case. I'm assuming maybe the storage facility itself is getting subpoenaed, but I'll have to take a look.
Well, if you can go in there and convince them that if you can go in there and convince them that you're the victim, that they stole from you, and that you were not reimbursed properly for what they stole from you, then you might be able to get the stuff back. But I don't know if that's going to be settled tomorrow. That might have to be a separate.
I don't think he is the victim, though, because if he was the victim in Medina County, the victim's advocate would have reached out to him and said, hey, we're trying to, Well,
they had me fill out a victim's form originally.
Because technically, if you bought and paid for the unit.
I did.
You're the owner.
You discovered that it was broken into. If you can prove that it was broken into after you paid for the unit, you can say that they stole from you.
Well, they did. He owned it.
Well, then they need to give him his stuff that he stole out of there.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. No, I didn't stop there, Cindy. Yeah, I'm just, my thing is, I mean, the storage facility, it's not theirs. They already resold the unit, the stuff that was left in the unit. They already resold that items. So at this point in time, my thing is questioning, okay, who owns the stuff? The storage facility, they don't own it. The guy that bought the unit now, I mean, he don't own it because he never got it originally. I'm the one that bought it and the stuff was taken, and then I got my money back because those items were missing. Or if those items were missing, I would have had the storage unit.
Well, a case could be made that it is that the victim, the person who is entitled to get the stuff back, is the guy who lost the unit. Especially,
Rob got reimbursed. Yeah,
but the guy that lost the units passed away.
Okay, well then his estate or whatever.
It, then.
I'm just saying, yeah, he's out of the picture on that part. So it's either the state, myself, or the storage facility. Well,
and another possibility is it goes to the state and they auction it off, like when they auction off. I don't know if you've ever gone to like police auctions where they have like a bunch of bicycles and abandoned cars and things like that, but it might be considered abandoned property at this point. Then
I didn't abandon it, man. I want my stuff. I'll pay my original money back. See, what I should never got reimbursed. I should have just took the loss.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you never know. I mean, how many times I've showed up and had all the stuff stolen before too, and
right, never. Yeah, I never thought they would actually. I never thought I'd get subpoena to court.
I just consider myself lucky I got the money back.
That's true. That is true. We were just talking about some shady places, storage facilities. The thing is, anytime you go, you don't know. And sometimes it could be like the storage facility could be a great facility, but they could have a bad manager or employee. Sometimes,
I'll tell you this: when my unit got stolen, all the stuff out of there, I could tell just by the way the manager, or I don't know if he's a manager or not, the guy that unlocked the unit for me, I could tell just by the way he was acting, he was the one who stole it or had a hand in it. Just because of the way, like when I met him at the unit and he unlocked it real quick and then just started to shuffle off. And like, wait a minute. And I flipped the door open and I said, where'd all the stuff go? And he goes, oh, I don't know. Somebody might, who knows? I don't know. He was in it from the beginning. You can tell by, how they put that. It's not a lock, but it looks like a lock at that tag.
Yeah, the tag.
The locking tag. Well, even in the pictures where they were taking pictures of the unit, when they showed the tag being closed, it wasn't actually closed. It was just, sort of snugged up so it looked like it was closed, but it wasn't. So they took a picture of that and then, took it off, cleaned out the unit, and then shoved it back on there and locked it.
I know someone said they were looking at storage unit facility pictures, and there's like in one of the pictures you could see someone going through stuff in the unit. And I've seen that multiple times in like pictures on. You get like the one person's like going through the box while the other person's taking the pictures. And it's just like, oh my gosh. I mean, you just never know. And like I said, you can't say, there's just ones that are crooked, ones aren't. And like I said, sometimes it's just one bad manager or a bad employee. You hope the corporations, you feel that you should be the safest with those, but that doesn't mean you're always the safest. So yeah, subpoenaed. Oh my gosh. Should I wear like a suit and tie or just my second sense gear, or what do I do, man?
I can already tell you what you should say though.
Okay.
Your Honor, you don't understand. Tim Tappan is coming. That'll work every time.
I was gonna try. I was gonna say, I know the mayor of Tubetown.
Me and the mayor of Tubetown, like this, baby.
This. I mean, he let my friend jump his bike. All right. Just telling you.
And he didn't pass out. He landed like a rock star.
He did land like a rock star.
Yeah, and then Rob come running up to me and I crashed.
Yeah, that was fun. He crashed into me. That was a good time. I just hear Dave Matthews going, crash into me.
Baby.
Baby.
Baby, 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 baby.
Baby, baby. Oh my gosh. So then just Jeff, he bought a storage unit, so I got to go find I didn't get to go, Hales.
Oh, you didn't go after we got off the phone?
My plan was go there, and then by the time Jeff wanted to get the one area ready for when we unload everything, and we'll have a nice spot to put everything. By the time we get everything done, I'm like, dude, by the time we get down there, it's gonna be 6 o'clock. Then we're gonna have to film and load, and then it's over an hour some drive back. I'm like, I got a little tonight.
Like, hey, I got plans.
Well, I thought I was gonna go out to my twin sister's in town.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, so I thought I was gonna go out to eat with. Well, my wife said, "Oh, they want to go out to eat, 6:15." I'm like, okay. So I'm like, where Jeff and I are way behind anyways. I'm like, okay, we'll just go tomorrow. I didn't realize my sister and her husband wasn't coming out with us. It was my mom and her daughter because they're out doing other stuff. But it was good. I'd rather see my niece anyways.
Where'd you go for dinner?
The Red Rose Grill. Is that what it's called? So it's in Strongsville. It was good. A really good menu. We had calamari for appetizer. I had a pork chop for entree. Vaughn had what did he have? Like a Philly, no, not Philly. He had like a French dip sandwich.
You should come to Sherry's auctions with me on Saturday. She misses you. She's got stuff she wants to talk about. I went, okay. Come out with me, man. We'll carpool.
Oh, man. I just remember the last unit I bought there, man. And then I remember I went the next month just to like check on other people's units. And the other units, dude, it was horrible. It was, dude, the guy bought this unit, and I just remember he was so happy. And I was like, well, what you see is usually what you get. So he starts going through the unit, and I felt so bad for him because every box was just like garbage and junk. You know what I'm saying? You've seen them before. Every box, garbage, junk. And I just felt so bad because the only thing that was good in that unit was like the 5 things you could see in the unit. Everything else. And that happened to me. I bought the one unit, and man, it looked so great. I think I spent $875 on that unit, $875, and it looked like people took shovels and just picked up garbage off a floor, put it in a tote, and put a lid on the tote. I mean, it was just pure garbage inside totes. It wasn't even like some glass and plates and some linen or clothes. No, it was like literally garbage. I mean, I couldn't even explain it, man. We have to go back. That's an old video, man. Old video. But man,
I got one of my best units in Ohio over there in Norton. It was an old grandma unit. Man, it was so good. Collectible money, collectible video games. I mean, it was really, really good.
Now, I had bought a couple of units there that were decent, but I got one. They had like the jewelry box. I was like, everyone's like, oh, it's gonna be empty. And I was like, okay. I have to do a test. And I bought it, and there was jewelry in there, and there was a few pieces of sterling. There was no gold, but there were some decent pieces of sterling silver. And then one time I bought a unit and it had like some like instruments. I bought it because of the instruments, and they were in the cases, so I made money on it. I didn't make a lot of money, but I told people there, you just got to buy what you see. Don't hope and dream because you might get burned.
Buy what you see and plan on having to fill your dumpster with everything else.
Man, I just wonder why my new computer's been acting up.
Maybe you should go back to your old
new laptop, and it's already acting up.
It was just weird. Now it seems to be better, but it's been acting up. Well, my old one, I was on the computer. I shut the screen, and I'm like, oh, man, I forgot I got to do this. So I tried to open the screen again. I couldn't open it. And I had to actually break it open. The screen cracked, but you could still use the computer, and I used it for a couple of weeks. And then I finally gave him the computers to transfer everything over. So.
Oh, did Joe do it for you?
Yeah. So the first time I used it was when I was on vacation. And when I was last Thursday. I told you guys I was in my building, but I was early on vacation. I didn't want to tell you guys because I don't want you guys to get mad.
What? You went on vacation without your buddies?
I'm telling you. Conky was there.
Conky's got to go.
Conky was there, and you were there, and you were there.
Like
We all went on vacation.
I need to go on vacation. All right. Here's how my life goes. So I go on vacation, drive back 7 hours from Kentucky to Ohio Saturday evening. I talked to Jeff. The house we were doing, supposed to be done on Sunday. I realized he's way behind. Way behind. So I had to go rent a 26-foot box truck, pick it up. Earliest guy pick up 11 o'clock on Sunday. Jeff and I basically did 12 hours, loaded that whole truck top to bottom, not an inch of space left, loaded up his trailer, and then Jeff had to come back and get the last few things in the morning. Then we had to unload that whole box truck. So I come back and I work basically almost between driving, loading, and all that stuff is like 14 hours. Get 5 hours of sleep, and then I had to go unload all the stuff. And the worst is that when you go to the dump with the box truck, you have to actually go to like down where the real landfill is. And oh man, do I got a video here? Dude, there's like seagulls everywhere. I mean, like millions. I mean, like if you fall to the ground, man, they're gonna take you out.
That's it. You're
Don't
done.
fall down, dude. They'll be like,
Mate.
oh yeah, dude. It is scary. The amount. I think I took a video, but I don't remember if I did or not. The problem is I deleted some stuff because I needed space. No. But this is what Jeff sent me a picture of. Okay, ready? I got full screen this, you guys.
Oh, God.
So he's already cleaned the garage out. This is all the stuff from the second floor. He opened up the floor and just started tossing everything down from the second floor. So I get there, there's just a pile like this. And then he swept everything down. Well, it's all raccoon poop. Black ants, carpenter ants. So I'm like going through this pile of stuff trying to load the truck up and keep things separated from scrap, garbage. And then there's some good stuff that Jeff, I was like, where's these one toys at? He goes, oh, they're in the pile somewhere. I'm like, dude, really? He's like, you'll find them, don't worry. I found them.
Wow.
But man, oh.
Were they any good once you found them, or were they destroyed?
No, they weren't destroyed, actually. I was surprised they did not get destroyed. But it was just a pile. So then we had to do all that, and then all the scrap. Oh, man. And then, like, the raccoon, it just smell raccoon poop and other animal stuff. And then I go to the dump the next day, and it stinks so bad at the dump. I was like, man, I wish I could smell that raccoon poop again. That's how bad the dump was. That's when you know your life is like, you know, what have I done?
And that's when you know you did not charge enough for that clean out.
I did not charge enough. And then I don't even know if I should talk about this, but the people are trying to argue about, because one of the things is that we get the riding mower, and then they're like, oh, you guys don't get the mower. It's like, it's right in the contract. We get the mower. Well, you guys, we should do, they want to try to renegotiate all stuff. So I just let Jeff handle it. He sent him a very well done text message, basically saying, you know, this is the contract. If you want to be in breach of contract, let it be. But if not, pay us some money. When the house sells, we pick up the tractor. So, but that's the thing about, you know, as an auctioneer and being in this business where people try to renegotiate deals. People you make a deal and then you go to a house and like the best items are missing. I mean, all this stuff happens, and you put yourself in these situations, and you got to say, what am I going to do? Because now I'm in a situation where, you know, the best items are gone. Do I still do the job? You know, no. You know, it's like you renegotiate.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like these people, they're like trying to renegotiate. Well, originally the one lady was supposed to get rid of all this furniture, and that never happened. Then there was oil and tires, and oh my gosh. Long story short, anything we should be renegotiating. That's my point.
Did they call you a bully and say you're a victim, that they're
Yes.
a victim when you to reality? They're like, you're a bully. You're a bully, Rob.
They said that I didn't talk to him. That's the best part. Jeff he's the one that got the deal, and he got to deal with the family part. Because at first they all started texting him different questions. What, invisible wife? Oh, my sister.
Yes.
Oh, my twin.
Your twin made it.
Yes, it's twinny time.
Ooh, twins.
Hi, baby.
Oh,
Oh, I love you.
I love you too.
They don't look identical.
No, that's my twin sister.
Well,
So,
I got
hey,
classes on today, so kind of.
Oh.
special.
Hi, boys.
It's twinning day.
Twindy.
So what's going on? Fun?
Oh my goodness, what's going on? You don't have enough time, twin.
Yeah. Nope. We got 893 people watching right now.
All right, well, you got to get it up.
We're trying. Everyone, say my twin sister's on. They can watch the rerun. What's up, Amy Jane?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Nice to see you, Amy.
Yeah, I see you.
Welcome.
We decided I wanted to see the kids. I got Liv, Mason, and Iz.
Oh my gosh. You got a whole party wagon.
Yeah.
But what we really want to know is why weren't you at dinner?
I was with my Uncle Ron. And where were we? Nico's?
With Amy J back there.
Amy J.
How you doing?
Her mom and dad.
Oh, when I got 909 now.
See? But no, I didn't go there because I had zero desire to go to that restaurant.
I know my mom would go
First
there.
of all,
I'm like, why did you pick this restaurant? She goes, I had this gift certificate I've been trying to use. I used to go here for lunch, but they closed for lunch after COVID. I hope the gift certificate's still good. I'm like, okay.
You know what I'm thinking? When we went to go get our units, I got my book units and I picked where we were going to lunch. The worst decision ever.
Right. That's like my mom. She made this. I mean, the food was great. I can't go wrong there. But yeah, it was not a restaurant I would have chose.
no. So were you complaining at dinner?
No, I wasn't complaining. That's the
No,
second time
I
I've
was
seen my
complaining.
sister.
I was complaining.
Yeah, it is. I was on one other time.
Yeah, that's when I was on vacation last time.
That you guys were in Miami last time, weren't you?
Yeah.
No. Were we in Miami or were we in Tennessee?
Miami.
Miami
It might have been Miami.
Yeah, you were in Miami.
or Marco or Naples?
It's possible. We were somewhere.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they do look like twins. I hope so. Yeah, my sister's not invisible, just my wife. Amy Johnson's not invisible either. That's a long time. He's a next door neighbor, well, across the street neighbor.
Yep.
Same
Mine.
difference.
Yep.
But I've known Amy since I was knee high to a grasshopper.
Mm-hmm.
40.
He's always been tall.
Yeah. She said I've always been taller than her. That's true.
I used to be taller than him. And
Oh.
so we're about 12. And I used to be able to beat him up.
Which twin is older? She's older.
Which twin took all the nutrients in the womb?
They didn't know I was there. I was hiding.
Wow.
I was so little because he took everything.
That's true.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Nothing,
would,
some things never change.
He
Well-
still takes it all.
that's true.
He's the golden child.
That's true. And silver.
No, that's gold.
I got silver and golden. Yeah, I got both.
Silver and gold.
But my mom used to say
Silver and gold.
that when she had a fetus when we were little babies, like she would have to give me 2 spoonfuls of food and give her 1, or I would just scream. So,
It's still probably the same. No.
I told people I was born tired and hungry, and I'm going to die the same way. Tired and hungry, man.
The hunger never goes.
Nope,
That's why you're a chef. So you could cook for yourself.
that's true. I have to start my chef YouTube channel, teaching these 2 guys how to cook.
You could teach me how to cook too.
Oh, nice.
See, my mom taught him how to cook.
No, I
And bake.
chose to learn. It's a difference. It's like my son, he learned how to cook and stuff. My daughter has no desire.
No. She's like me.
True.
But he's an excellent cook. Chicken Alfredo, unbelievable. From scratch.
Oh,
If you like it.
we know his jumbo dogs over the fire.
Yeah, that's
It's yeah, toasted to perfection.
the bun. You toast the bun up for him too.
No, we don't toast the bun.
Mm.
Conky though, he'll put Fruit Loops on it.
Yeah, I don't know any other chef that suggests that I put Fruit Loops on my hot dogs, but he
It's changed your life, Conky. It's
Telling you.
changed your life.
It has.
That's not that bad of an idea, actually.
Yeah, so my sister's in town for a wedding. Not her wedding, just a wedding. Amy Johnson's wedding? No.
No.
Sooner or later.
Don't ever get married. It's overrated.
That's right.
Say what now?
Don't get married.
It's too late. Why don't you tell Jeremy that like 30 years ago?
Thanks a lot, twin.
Don't worry. I've been down the road enough myself. So
You waited all this time to tell me? Now you give me this
you never
information?
invited me. You never invited me on here. So I couldn't tell you any sooner.
Yeah, but he would have known then. What we're going to do is invent a time machine.
Yeah, I'm not the only one in Otter Creek that needs to hear those words. There's somebody in Otter Creek that's married 7 times with 7 divorces.
7 times.
To 7 different people?
Yes, but I think she has 7 different personalities.
Sometimes they
she
do
might
it.
even be the different
You
person.
might get married by the same person twice. If you're that dumb, I'm just joking.
Don't you think at number 6, you look at the mirror and you go, I think I might be the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, once you get to 6.
Hey, I agree.
I forgot the one show, and the one guy goes to the girl, he goes, "You look a lot like my 3rd wife." And he's like, "How many times you been married?" "Twice."
Now that's a pickup line.
That's a pickup line right there, Conky.
All right, boys. Well, I'm going to go play with the kids.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice seeing
Bye,
you.
All
Rob.
right. I love you.
I'll see you.
Bye, Amy.
Yeah.
Woo, take it easy.
All right. Good luck, kids. Be good.
Wow, that's
Never-
it's a surprise guest, huh?
Man, you didn't say there was going to be a surprise.
I didn't even know that's a surprise to me.
guest.
I got to come see you.
I appreciate it. All the fans appreciate it too.
All right. Well, I'm happy.
Now they know you're real.
Maybe they'll bring me back.
We'll bring you back. She could be a special guest.
Did you send them a subpoena?
I might. My sister, though, she owns her own business. She's done her own thing for years.
What's she do? I think you told me before. I can't remember.
Well, she runs a cleaning business. So she has multiple people that work for her, and they clean a lot of people's houses. But you got to remember, down in she still has her business in Florida now. She lives over in the Carolinas, but there's a lot of people down there that, 1, have money, or 2, need people to help clean.
We need them to help clean up Otter Creek. Otter Creek.
Yeah, she's my twin. I don't see her that often, but it's nice to see her in town. I didn't know she was going to, like I said, that's shocking. I didn't know we were going to have a surprise guest. So I get Subpoena and my sister's in town, man. Life is
Who's
good.
getting married?
My cousin. 4th time. They say the 4th time's the good time, though.
Oh my! Are you serious right now? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Is your cousin marrying Lynette?
Oh,
My point is, I mean, I thought about this today. If you get married, after you get married once, okay, I can understand when you get married a 2nd time, but after that, I mean, why would you get married a 3rd time? But then 4th, hey, and then 5th, and then what do you say, 7?
Lynette's been married 7 times and divorced 7 times.
I got a nice online auction this weekend, guys. Gold, silver, collectibles. There's so much gold in this auction Saturday. Yeah, that was my twin sister, and then my friend Amy. I guess I've known Amy for her family and our family have known each other forever. Her older brother hung out with one of my brothers, and my sister and her always hung out.
Dude, I'm still stuck on the 4 times being married. Like at number 3, you should start be going, "Hey, I'm the problem." But then I started thinking, who's the person that's marrying your cousin who's okay with being number 4?
Hey,
This is out of control, man.
I can make it work, man. I can make it work. Yeah, so it's I mean, I don't know. They say the first time you marry for love, 2nd time you marry for money or something, or 3rd time. I don't know. You guys tell me.
I have no experience in that. I married for love and just went on through your life.
Yeah, I married for money, but then I found out my father-in-law was so tight. I'm just joking.
Yeah, I'm married for money as well. That Egyptian gold.
You're waiting for your dowry to come?
Should be coming in anytime soon now.
You get the 3 camels.
22 goat.
Bonnie says 3 times the charm for marriage. Yeah. Well, my sister, she got married 3 times, and her 3rd time, they've been married now for 16 years now, 15 years. So the 3rd time worked for her. So you just never know. You find love in mysterious ways. I married my wife, and I told her, you know what, we get married, that's it. And so far it's been it. You know, being invisible helps though.
Oh man, I bet that's very convenient at times.
Sometimes it could be bad though.
Like when you're playing hide and seek, that's got to be bad because she always wins.
Yeah, she could just be standing in front of you, you wouldn't know it.
Yeah, that'd be.
Dude, she scares you all the time, man. You're like, oh,
I bet she gloats about beating you at hide and seek. I bet she gloats.
She jumps around the corner, boom. Thank you, Black Widow. Yeah, it's sad. Oh, there's a good one, Conky. Max Lab wants to know.
Max Lab wants to know when we're getting another video. I do a live every Saturday night.
You working on any restorations, man?
Yeah, sitting over there.
You've been busy.
I have a feeling there's going to be some things out of these 2 storage units that I bought that Conky's gonna want to try and get his hands on. I just have this feeling.
Joan, she said, I've been married 31 years to my best friend. Aw, that's awesome, Joan. Man, I'm trying to think how many years I've been married now. I'm like, what year is it? 2024. I got married in 2006. Wow.
See, my first marriage was 17 years. My second marriage is now at. I can't do the math.
Hold on, you want my toes?
I need to call Mary.
Mary, why you bugging?
In 11 days, I will have known Noreen for 40 years.
Wow.
And it's still not long enough, is it, Conky?
Nope, you just never have enough time.
Big C.
Listen to Conky spitting game out, trying to get Noreen to come down and give him some sugar.
Yeah, where's Noreen, man? She not there, man?
Oh, she's probably upstairs working on her eBay stuff.
It's that hair, man. It's that hair. He'll never get through the cave with that hair.
Unless I put some grease on it. It'd be like in the 50s. You'd see what I'd look like if I was.
Volume.
Well, yeah, marriage is it's one of those things. It's a work. It's not just easy. Most people think, oh, when you're dating, it's different than when you get married and you actually have life issues and problems. And here we go. Kathy said, first time for looks, you want good-looking kids. Second time for money, and 3rd time for companionship.
Huh.
Kathy, see, Kathy knows.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. Why do you think Noreen married you, Conky? Because I had hair.
Yeah, first time with her hair.
Yeah.
It wasn't for the money.
It wasn't for the money. Companionship, yeah, but not the money. Yeah, when you met her, you probably didn't have much, Conks.
Nope, I did not.
Some Hot Wheel red lines, maybe.
I did own some Hot Wheel red lines when I married her. I just didn't know what they'd be worth one day.
See, if you knew what they would be worth, you would have went and got every Hot Wheel red line that you could have found then.
Yeah, I would.
I remember in the mid-90s hearing that there was some guy in California buying old Hot Wheels, but they had to have a red stripe on the wheel. I didn't even know they were called red lines. I mean, that term has become more common as years have gone by, but it wasn't as common in the mid-90s among people who didn't know what they were. So I went home and I found, I pulled out my old cases of Matchbox and Hot Wheels, and I found some red lines in there. And then I started trying to find this guy in California that was going to give me money for him. And then I kept them. So
Conky was forced and decided, nope.
Yeah.
And that changed your whole life, Conky.
Well, I mean, to know the full story of how I've come to have the collection I have now, you kind of have to know how I started out on eBay and why. But that's a little bit too long of a story for tonight.
Interesting. Yeah, if you wouldn't knowing, you know, I just remember, I mean, there's so many things when I was a kid, but, you know, my father was, we went to comic book shows. We would set up at comic book shows, baseball card shows, and we'd bring a whole van. I just remember all these tables and just unloading all these comic books. But I just remember walking around when I was a kid, boxes of basketball, football, and hockey cards. Nobody wanted them. You could buy packs or cases for like whole boxes, a couple dollars, $2, $3. Cases, $20, $30 a case. Nobody wanted them. Nobody. I mean, I remember my dad, he bought 1981 football. And I want to say he paid $100 a case for 1981 football at the time. And the guy said, listen, you buy another 100 cases, I'll give them to you for $40 or $50 a piece. And my dad said no. Well, that was Joe Montana rookie card. My dad was selling those cases at one point. A guy from California came in, and I think bought my dad's last 2 cases for $8,000 or $9,000 a case.
Wow.
And the guy opens the first box. He's like, oh, this is awesome. Gives my dad the money. And then he opens the second box after I paid him. And that case, all the boxes had black marks over the things, which they would send them back. Like if they didn't sell them and stuff, they would put black marks over them.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was already done deal. I mean, in the end of the day, it didn't affect the value that much. The card in unopened packs is what the money's at. But those cases aren't worth it what they were now. You know, I think those cases are now like $4,000 or $5,000 a case or something. My dad sold it. He was selling them for, I think he had 40, 50 cases he had.
Wow.
Like I said, they were sitting forever, and then he started selling them. And, you know, I first started selling them for like a couple thousand. I think, like I said, the guy from California, I think, paid the most, like $9,000 a case. He had like the last 2.
So how was he selling? Was this pre-eBay or?
That's a good question, Conky. I would say it was pre-eBay, but my dad was really early in the eBay. He loved it, and I mean, I remember my dad listing stuff on eBay. I mean, wow. I mean, it had to be like when it first started, like one of the first. I mean, he was one of the first people I know that list stuff on eBay, to be honest with you.
Dude, I was there at the beginning too, man. Those were fun days. You would wait for people to send you a personal check in the mail before you shipped it. I'm not joking.
Oh, yeah.
You'd deposit it, wait for it to clear, then you would ship it.
Yeah, like I say, I was thinking about PayPal because I remember my dad started. I don't even think they had PayPal yet.
No, they didn't have it in the beginning. No, not even close.
And then,
I remember back when we actually used to do auctions on eBay, and we'd have 30, 40 auctions. I'd start them on a Sunday night, you know. And I remember one thing I always enjoyed was I'd get up in the morning and I'd turn the computer on and I'd look and see where like the grand total was. And then I'd jump in the shower, and then I'd jump out of the shower and I hit the F5, you know, the refresh button, and it would, you know, they would jump by like $100. You know what I mean?
just in the money.
Yeah, just in the short time I was in the shower.
Helen Super Sticker.
So I always used to joke that I made money in the shower that morning. You know?
That's true. Well, that's the nice thing about eBay. Is one of those things you can make money 24/7, and it's like YouTube. You can make money 24/7. You know, like Jeremy, I remember said he's like, I sleep and I'm making money.
Hey, you guys want to hear something funny from Lynette? By the way, Lloyd was rescued from Lynette, and this is a message to Lloyd from Lynette.
They called the sheriff this morning and asked the sheriff if I could throw them off of the property.
That was pretty good. Thank you, Helen. We appreciate the super sticker. Conky, you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay. I didn't know if you froze on me.
No.
I'm telling you, I'm going to go see Helen, though, in New Zealand. I'm telling you what.
New Zealand sounds like a beautiful place to visit.
That's where I was going to go for my honeymoon originally. That's on my plan of places to go, because I was thinking about Australia, and then I'm like, no, go to New Zealand, then I end up going to Europe. So Yeah, I guess I'll have to let everyone know about the subpoena. But now that I'm assuming that the case could get settled or something, Conky, you think?
Well, I mean, they don't really call it settling; they call it taking a plea. But
yeah, I'm saying the guy could like do a plea bargain or something, and then I might not have to go.
Well, a lot of times, what I've found out happens is they think they're all tough and they think they're going to get away with it until they walk into the courtroom and see the jury sitting there. And then they don't want any part of it. So, it could be one of those deals where the thing actually starts and you actually have to go down there and everything, and then the guy pleads out and you just, you turn around and go home. But
I've never been subpoenaed.
It kind of depends on how, what kind of deal they offer them to not go to trial, and that's going to kind of depend on how much they want to, punish the guy for what he did. And honestly, I haven't seen anybody really get punished for. I mean, you can.
Well, supposedly he did this at multiple facilities. I know that.
Well, that could be part of it. Then that might be why it's got to go to trial, because he they're not offering any kind of a deal. Yeah. So if it's if it's multiple facilities, they're not going to know what came out of your unit, what came out of anybody else's. So I bet you all this stuff is just going to get confiscated and sold at an auction.
Conky, don't tell me that kind of stuff. Tell me something good, Conky.
Tell you something good? I bet you all this stuff is going to get confiscated and sold at an auction, and you're going to be able to go to the auction and buy it there for dirt cheap.
How about they just have me auction it off?
Well, there you go. Even better, right?
That would be better. Hey, what are you giving out? These are the 100 go to 1
Have you ever gone to, like a police auction or one of those auctions where they just auction off city property and all that?
Yes.
Do they still have those in the old form, like live auctions, or are they starting to put those online now?
I think they're almost all online. I used to do with the one auction, we did the CMHA auctions.
Huh.
And those are interesting. A lot of people are like, what the heck does CMHA have? Well, they got a lot of stuff. We'd have like all kind of different vehicles, plows. They have like those ones like the snow blowers that you do the sidewalks with. You'd drive them, things like that.
I remember there's a furniture company out of, I think, the Carolinas. And their furniture goes for it goes for quite a bit of money. I can't remember the name of it. And I wound up
Ethan Allen?
No. I mean, not like really high end, but it's more like college dorm stuff. But when you see it online, especially new, it's like, a dresser's like $800 and all this stuff sort of matches each other. And you get like dressers and couches and tables and when you see it, you know what it is. And I wound up loading up my truck with 2 loads of that stuff, thinking I was going to sell it and make pretty good money, and I couldn't move it for anything. As far as it was furniture,
That's the thing about stuff. Sometimes you would think this would sell or this would, like I was at the live auction the other day, and the one unit had like all these cabinets and all this. I don't even know. The guy was like, "Oh, those are like lockers for everything was like particle board wood. I mean, it all looked nice, but it was a 10 by 30 packed full, front to back, and no one bid on the unit. And everyone's like, I thought that unit was going to sell. I'm like, first of all, it's so much work. Second of all, that stuff's so hard to sell.
But that was what was so weird about it. The stuff I was talking about was actual wood. It was all made out of like oak or something. But I still can't think of the name of the furniture. Oh well.
Rory Hill?
No.
Let's keep naming furniture companies Conky.
I wound up Actually, a lot of it I wanted just burning in a bonfire. It burned pretty good. And then the fire department came and made me put it out.
You know, people call me all the time for auctions, and certain things are great in auction. Certain things are not that great in auction. And hit that thumbs up, people. And I always try to tell people, you know, when you get to specialized items and the highly specialized, it's very difficult because in an auction, you need two people that want it. And for example, you got a brand new fender or mirror for a 2010 to 2012 Ford F-150, and it sells for $200-300. That's great, but in an auction, you're never going to find it's never going to sell for that. You'd be lucky to get $1 or $2.
Yeah.
Because
Well, it's like I'm getting 8 treadmills here in about 2 weeks, and these treadmills sold for I think $7,000 or $8,000 new, and they're probably still worth about $2,500 each. You don't want to do it. I'm gonna wind up scrapping them. I don't have any place to put them. I can't. I'm not gonna rent a place. If I like consign them to you, you know, no offense, but they're gonna go for a couple $100 a piece. You know, I can pull the parts out of them and sell them immediately for $200-300 per treadmill. So I'm gonna wind up just getting rid of them.
yeah, I mean, that's the things. To sit on it, space, energy, time.
Now, if I had my building built, I could have sat on them and I could have found a buyer for each one, you know, individually, and wound up, you know, making. I could probably make $12,000 off the damn things if I had a place to put them, but just ain't in the cards right now. Ain't in the cards.
Go get the free unit, Conky.
What's that?
Go get one of those. Rent a unit for a month for $1.
Yeah. Did I mention how heavy these treadmills were?
That's the other thing. It's just, oh my gosh.
Yeah, they got some weight to them.
Yeah, these are commercial treadmills.
Yeah, you can't just put them anywhere because you have to have a special outlet to plug them into and all that. They're heavy. They don't fold up like the ones that go into the home. So, like I said, I'll tear them apart and sell the parts and get pretty good money out of them.
What else is going on this week, Conks?
I don't know. I think Jeremy mentioned there was an auction Saturday, so it's supposed to rain all weekend though.
That's what I'm hearing. So I'm supposed to have a bonfire, and I got a picnic on Sunday I got to go to, and
hopefully there's some sort of pavilion or something you can be under, unless it's at somebody's house inside.
the picnic.
Yeah.
It's a church picnic.
Oh, well, that's inside.
Well, it's supposed to be outside. My daughter's DJing it.
She's DJing it. She's supposed to be working at Dairy Queen.
That's where she is. Well, yeah, she's still there. You got to go pick her up. It's funny because we stopped there today at Dairy Queen. My son got something. So my wife's like, "You want?" I'm like, "No, I got brownies at home and ice cream. I want to eat that." He finished the brownies. She made zucchini brownies yesterday. Woo. Man, they're good.
All I can think of right now is a peanut buster. I haven't had one of those in a long time. I'm gonna have to go get one. How late are they open?
Depends. Probably 10 o'clock, most of them.
Okay, well, it's too late.
My daughter works 10 o'clock. You want me to call her and tell her to bring you one?
Would you?
Yep.
Did we ever get the secret knockdown for the back door?
I've been trying to get that secret knockdown, man. She's not understanding this. Peanut butter perfect. Chocolate malt, extra malt.
Doesn't she realize that the purpose of her getting a job there was so that we can go there and get ice cream, not for her?
I thought she would understand free ice cream for her father. Or just give me just a bag of hot fudge. I mean, don't have to be hot. I'll heat it myself, but just give me a bag of fudge, you know?
Just wheel the ice cream machine out the back door. We'll take care of it ourselves.
Well, the thing is, I got 3 ice cream machines I got out of the one storage unit, Conky. So the only thing I need is to just give me that liquid and some hot fudge, man. We'll have hot fudge Sunday party at my auction home.
And the peanuts. We need the peanuts.
Yes. And we can make our own peanut butter parfaits, Conky.
Yep.
Yeah, so this weekend, Conky auction, my 5th auction for this family. Their parents collected for 40 years. And I thought the last auction was going to be the last one, and they pulled out more stuff, Conky. Tons of jewelry. So there's some beautiful rings, bracelets, necklaces, charms, pins, watches, all kind of nice jewelry. There's some beautiful, awesome collectibles from antique pictures. This cast iron gate, I'm like, I thought about putting it up, and I feel like Jeremy, you know?
You mean like a driveway gate or a walk-through gate? Or
Yeah, like a driveway gate, cast iron, ornate.
Wow. How big is it?
I think each piece is 7 foot or 8 foot wide.
That's huge.
Oh, it's huge. It's beautiful. It's ornate. I'm like, man, what could I do with this gate?
I mean, even if each piece was 7 foot wide, that's a 14-foot opening.
You want to see Just Jeff? He must be watching because he just sent me a picture, Conky.
Picture of what?
Oh, you want to see?
Sure.
Should I just disappear? No, just joking.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. That's what Jeff
Is
just
that a
sent me.
banana split?
I don't even know, man. I think,
There's a banana in there, isn't there?
is that a banana ice cream? I don't know. I see peanuts, chocolate, ice cream.
Fudge. That looks like a banana in there.
No, I don't think it's banana. I think it's another type of ice cream, maybe. Or it might be like a cake or something. I don't know, man. It looks
Ask
good.
him what that is. I bet you it's a banana.
Conky wants to know if that's a banana. Wants to know.
Well, I mean, if he's watching, he'll see.
Yeah, I don't know if he's watching anymore or not.
Well, you don't just send a picture like that and disappear. Well, he's probably eating the thing right now.
He's probably eating.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's Just Jeff, man. He worked his butt off cleaning out that house.
Well, then he deserves whatever that concoction is because it looked good.
So tomorrow we got to go clean out the storage unit that Just Jeff bought. I sent him to an auction, and Jeremy was supposed to go. He didn't go to the auction. Conky didn't go to the auction. I don't think any YouTubers that I know went to the auction, and Jeff went. Oh, that's right. I got the video on my phone today from Jeff. So I'll have to watch to see who's there or not in the auction. But he bought a unit for $140, and from the picture he sent me, I'm excited.
Huh.
Excited, Conky. I guess let me show you a picture real quick. I know it's about that time to get off here. I got some cool pictures though. All right, you ready? Hold on. So all the people that stick around, they would miss this stuff. Come on. I'll just go this way with my phone. You want to turn on me? Okay.
Huh.
So that's me at the Jesse James riding stable in Kentucky. And that's Judy. That's my horse, Judy.
Judy's a beautiful horse.
Oh, I mean, look at that horse. Beautiful horse. She's a strong horse too, I'll tell you what. But yeah, $30 for almost an hour ride. Can't
Look
beat
at what
that.
LRG said.
Oh, someone says, Rob watching the chat. No, I'm not.
No.
If someone yells, hey, there's someone knocking, a weird knock on the back door. Rob's daughter yells, don't answer. It's my cheap skate father. Oh, man. Yeah, probably. But, you know. It's funny because my wife's like, you guys didn't even eat any ice cream on the vacation. We only had ice cream one time, but usually we eat ice cream at least once a day on vacation, especially on vacation. So that was kind of weird. And you were thinking Alabama, but I really didn't see many ice cream places. So maybe I should move to Alabama, open an ice cream shop.
You think they'd have more down there because isn't it hotter down there? And they want...
Second Scoops ice cream parlor.
There you go.
Who wants one? You always get a second scoop at Second Scoops.
You've already got the ice cream machine.
Yeah, I got ice cream machines, but I can't really scoop that ice cream. I guess I could put it in a scoop pot.
Good.
I got ideas now, Conky. See the smoke?
Yep.
See the light? Ding!
On air.
On air. And off air. So I got to plug it, unplug it every time we get off. And the one lady who watched the videos, she gave that to me. So actually, I bought it, but
That is a cool light.
it was a package deal. So what else going on, Conky? Anything you want to talk about before we get off?
No, I'm all talked out. I'm just.
Well, as everyone who hasn't, I don't know if everyone's watching or not, but yeah, I got subpoena. I got to go to court. Someone stole stuff out of my storage unit, and the cops actually busted them. So hopefully, maybe I'll get something. I don't know. We'll see. And then this week is just crazy. Like I said, I go pick up a storage unit tomorrow. You guys want me to go to a storage auction Saturday? I don't know about that. I just got so much, man. So much to get done. It's like crazy. And then I got the offsite auction this Saturday, and then the pickup is next Tuesday. Like I said, if you guys just check out this auction, there's so many cool pieces in there. There's antiques, there's collectibles, there's vintage items, there's quilts and uranium glass, and I mean, there's just all kind of stuff. It's a whole gambit. I'm trying to think if there's any Hot Wheels this time, Conky. I don't think there's any Hot Wheels. Last auction had some red lines. But yeah, so check out the auction, www.secondsense.com. And then if you guys didn't see yesterday's video, Hot Wheel hoarder video, over 30,000 Hot Wheels.
I can't wait to see that one.
I thought Conky had a lot. So many Hot Wheels had to take them out the window. You see the thumbnail? I'm right there, climbing up the ladder, and dangerous, extremely dangerous. People don't even think about it. It's like, oh, I'm climbing up a ladder that's probably 16 feet in the air, grabbing a tote, trying to carry a tote down a ladder. One wrong move, you fall. I could be dead. As dumb as it sounds. More people, it's like one of the top things people die from is falling off a ladder.
With Hot Wheels in their hands.
No, they don't get that lucky, Conky. At least I'll die in style.
Well, I mean, you could have just stretched the ladder out a little further and slid the Hot Wheels down the ladder. I mean,
Well, they were talking about trying to do something like that. I'm like, we ain't doing nothing. Just toss them down. But it's one of those things, helping out the guy, hoarder, and I'll make a percentage off the Hot Wheels. There's some other cool things there. Hopefully get to the point where you get to the house. His grandfather built the house, I think, in 1954. So who knows what's in the house? There's a basement that I've never been in. It's supposed to be packed. And if his grandfather built the house in 1954, that means there's probably stuff still in the house from when they moved in 1954. So, man. So a lot going on, Conks. And,
well, it's going to be an interesting auction.
It'll be an interesting auction. I got an interesting video. I went to the auction yesterday, and I think that'll be tomorrow's video. And I bought a unit for $17.50.
Huh.
That don't happen often.
$17.50, huh?
Yeah. Hey, what are you now? 15. How about 17 and a half? 17 and a half now 20. I got 17 and a half, 20, 17 and a half, 20. Sold $17 and a half dollars. Bidder number 22, I think.
So those Hot Wheels start on Saturday, correct?
Yes. Ray, next Saturday, go to www.secondsense.com. Next Saturday, the auction will be up. I know he was cataloging lot 700 something today. From what I understand, the Hot Wheels are going to be sold in lots of 12. So 12 Hot Wheels per lot. Everything starts at $1. So there's a possibility you can pay $1 for 12 Hot Wheels.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
are you or have you saved the cases, the boxes?
Yes.
So it's possible that if somebody bought some Hot Wheels, they could receive them in one of those cases, correct?
We could.
Whether you're picking up locally or because there were 72 Hot Wheels in one of those boxes, right?
Correct.
So if somebody bought enough Hot Wheels, and you could just put, is 72 divisible by 12? I
Yes.
think it is.
Yes.
Okay. If you just put, if somebody bought 72 Hot Wheels, and you could just put them in a case like that and say, here's your lot, and then they would wind up getting the case too.
It's 6. It's basically 6 lots of 12 per box.
Okay.
So
I thought it was because I knew 60 was divisible by 12. And
so we do 6 lots per box, and we're going to have 1,000 lots. So we can figure that out, Conky.
it's a lot of Hot Wheels.
So we take 1,000 divided by 6 lots per box. So that's 166 boxes we'll go through.
Wow.
Yay. And there's more. We didn't even get them all. He called me the other day to ask me when I'm coming back. We haven't got the first auction yet.
So, yeah, give me a minute.
So crazy week. But guys, don't forget, Conky's Flippin' Adventures, Saturday, 8 o'clock. Who knows what Conky's going to be doing? I tell you one thing, Noreen and him probably making out. And then Sunday Fun Day with the Hales, 8 o'clock. With the Hales. And then I said, tomorrow, video coming out. Saturday will probably be the video of the unit that Jeff bought that I'm going to clean out tomorrow. And then I'm not sure about Sunday. I didn't put a video out the last 2 Sundays, Conky.
Well,
I had to go vacation. I had enough videos for vacation time. If I could put out videos while I was gone. So I was on vacation, but still working. I don't know if that's good or bad.
if you enjoy your work, it's good. If you don't enjoy your work, it's bad.
That makes sense. You want to pray, Conky? You want me to pray?
I'll let you do it. You're better at it.
I don't know about better, but any way you pray is always good. And like anyone out there, we just say a general prayer, and whatever you believe or anything else, we don't try to discriminate anybody. So however you believe, or if you don't believe, that's all up to you. But pray with us as a community. We appreciate it. And dear Lord, thank you once again for bringing us all together in your name. We appreciate everything you've bestowed upon us and just this great life and journey that you've given us and all the opportunities that we've had. And Lord, I know you give us lots of times, you give us opportunities out there, but we have to take initiative to do it. That's not going to be given to us. So I take the initiative, and we understand that. You gave us that power, knowledge, and strength to take the initiative, Lord. So anyone out there that might be struggling or problems, anything else, let them find that strength, the initiative in them to take control of whatever they need to take control of, or any issues or problems. And then some things, Lord, obviously are out of our control, and we ask you to do what you see best in those times of need. Amen.
Amen.
And like I said, appreciate it. And 90% of people's problems are self-inflicted. 10% of people's problems are out of their control. So just remember that. And in your life, the problems that you are facing, ask yourself, are these problems self-inflicted problems, or are they problems that are not in my control? You can't control if you get cancer. You can't control a lot of things in life. You can't control if someone passed away that was close to you, or things like that. There's things you can control in your life. So if you can't control them, do whatever you can to make sure that, some things you can't control and some things you can. So what you can't control, try to control it the best you can to make your life as easy as possible. And then there's always those crazy things that happen to all of us that we have zero control over, like the horrible storm last week that, you know, a lot of people had, I know someone I know just got power on Wednesday. So they had no power for over a week. So those are things that out of your control. Nothing you can do about that, right, Conks?
Yep.
So, but we appreciate everyone checking us out tonight. Don't forget, check out Conky's Flippin' Adventures, 8 o'clock Saturday. Unbelievable. And if you haven't seen any of his car restoration videos, guys, check those out, guys. So go to Conky's Flippin' Adventures and What the Hales Sunday Fun Day. And don't forget, I got an auction this Saturday, 1 o'clock. It starts ending, www.secondsense.com. We ship everywhere in the world. There's so many cool pieces, so many cool items, and awesome gold jewelry, silver jewelry, and all kind of other cool stuff. So check it out. Appreciate y'all watching. And before we take off,
Just say goodnight to everybody.
well, good night, everybody. And you got to see my sister tonight. You got to hear why I'm going.